What's up, YouTube? Good evening. It's currently 7 p.m. my time, and this video is going to be maybe a little bit of a tough one to talk about because first of all, most of this video, when I sit in front of this camera and make videos, they are basically directed towards me for me to come watch some other time and learn from the mistakes I make and also from the good things that I do. So today, Monday, I had prepared myself, do my weekly review of the past week, back tested, check out so many things that I could have done better and the things that I did well during the last week and all those sort of things, right? So coming into the week, I was looking at potentially two things happening in the market. Initially, I was waiting for a retest of this structure, which has not happened, and then I was waiting for a break of this structure above for a retest and then a continuation to the upside. But on the lower time frame, right, for most of the day we sort of like consolidated, and I was just pretty much just looking at the market and doing nothing throughout until I think around about 12 p.m. in the afternoon, where this happened, where we have this sort of structure here. So basically, I'm gonna tie to this video the concept where we are being taught and we are being told cut your losses fast and let your winners run, stuff like that. I'm asking myself, what is the true definition of cutting my losses short? What is the meaning of actually cutting my losses short? Am I cutting my losses short because I'm afraid to take a loss, or am I cutting my losses short because market has invalidated my setup? So I'm going to use this scenario to explain, and then this has been something that once in a while it does happen to me, where I close out a trade, quote unquote, market invalidated my setup, I close out the trade, and then it goes in my direction. Now this is with the benefit of hindsight, in the sense that market has already now gone in my favor. If it had gone against me, I won't probably not do this video, right? I will just say, oh, okay, good for me, I was able to close in a smaller loss when I felt like market invalidated me, and then I will have been stopped out for a bigger loss, blah blah blah, and all of those things, right? But I believe that maybe, just maybe, one or two persons that are going to watch this video might be experiencing something similar, or maybe sometime in their journey this has happened to them and they're looking to learn from it. So I got into a buy setup here around 12 p.m. Why did I get into a sell? A close above. So but the way I trade, I look at major key levels and market structure zones. So that is a structure for me because it was previous support, and at the moment it turned resistance the first time and then it now broke above. So based off of that hypothesis, right, my analysis is I'm going to take a sell upon a retest of the psychology level. Usually I like to take my entries from the psychology level because based off of my strategy, that is usually the best entry point for me. So I got into the market, and if you can see, let me remove this out of the way a little bit. If you can see this candle that closed to come to take me into the trade, because it was a limit order setup. the candle engulfed my entry candle. So this candle that closed above is my entry candle. Is the candle that gave me the confirmation to enter a trade. This candle closed and engulfed the previous candle and came to about half of the initiation candle. So while I was looking at this, I was like, okay, it's fine. It's just a little bit at my entry. Then when this second candle also closed, it closed with also a strong bearish momentum. And the way I was looking at it, even though my stop loss was way below down here, I was looking at it. It seems like sellers are somewhere here, and my setup has been invalidated. And I was asking myself slightly before I closed out the trade, that am I closing out this trade because I'm scared? Because I'm scared to lose money, to take a loss. And at that point in time, I also then checked on Forex Factory, and then I realized that, oh, there is actually US bank holiday. And then I felt like, oh, there is probability that momentum will be reduced because of the bank holiday. And then I just sort of like used that to also close my trade. But in reality, looking at it, what is truly my definition of cutting my losses short? Because a trade, in my own opinion, should be invalidated when you hit stop loss. Now, there are also something called re-entry criteria, where you get into a trade, you get stopped out, and there is still market is playing around your area of stop loss, where it seems as if the market is still going to keep going in your direction. And then you look at if you have entry criteria in your strategy to take the trade. But as you can see now, market is going pretty well in my direction. I think about now, maybe about almost a 1 to 1.5. It's not something too crazy as of now, right? I could still get a retest tomorrow morning, and then I get in, and then the market can all the way from here just sell back down. Anything can happen, right? But regardless, being in this trade, I would have moved my stop loss into break even if I was in this trade, if I hadn't closed out in a smaller loss. Of course, the loss is not painful because it's not even up to 0.5% of my account, right? But I'm looking at it from the psychological part, from the mindset of why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? And I feel like this is something that is not really you won't just find it around, because these are the in-depth of things when it comes to trading, that at some point in time you will have to discover for yourself. You will have to learn through the experimenting, and also like putting in the work in terms of like you actually taking trades and then following your trading plan through and through. So at the end of the day, as you can see, I just typed there because I'm doing my journaling while I'm doing this video, and then I just was asking myself questions, because after I closed out my trade, I just decided, oh, it's bank holiday, let's just call it a day. I stepped away from my chart, shut down my workstation, and then just went to have a nap. Also spent some time with my wife. Now coming back to the chart at about 4 o'clock or thereabout, I saw that, oh, market actually sort of like gave me a re-entry criteria, but obviously I was not on the chart to take the trade. But pretty much the story of this video is I'd like you to ask yourself, you that you are watching this video, does it really make sense to cut your loss, to cut your losses short while you have not been stopped out? Is it a feeling that you have? Sometimes gut feeling does make sense. There are days that I've cut my losses short even before my stop loss, and then it was like the best decision, right? So I feel like at the end of the day, there is some sort of intuition, there's some sort of sixth sense in at times what we as traders do. But it is also best to make sure to learn to always follow your trading plan. I know some people have very strict rules of it's either stop loss or TP. That is very good. I used to have that. I still do, because I don't like to tamper with my trade as much. I just like to put my TP, put my stop loss, and let it play out for most of the time. But also of recent, I've found that I've been stubborn with that, in terms of like market could come about close to my stop loss and giving me reasons to close, and I won't close. I will wait. Okay, it's gonna hit stop loss, and then it hits stop loss. And also there are times that it will go close to my TP, right, to my take profit, and then I'm like, no, it has to hit take profit. I'm not going to close. Say maybe it's remaining like 2 or 3 pips for it to hit TP. I'm not going to close. I'm going to leave it, and then all for me to see market reverse all the way back down, probably to my entry, sometimes to my trailed stop loss. So this is just the question I'm asking myself. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I closing my trades early? Is it because I'm cutting my losses short, or is it because I'm scared to lose? I hope this makes sense to you. I hope this is not too much of a wonder to your brain. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope something meaningful comes out of this. All I just want to say is it's still a great week ahead. There's still so much opportunities that the market will present, and then the best to do is, regardless of the mistake, regardless of whatever you do, just let the markets give you opportunities. Take those opportunities and let the market define the outcome, because the outcome is out of my control. The outcome is out of your control. So pretty much that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Peace.